सलाम अजीज़ों, स्ले द प्रिंसेस को हम कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं। तो वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले यार चैनल को यार सब्सक्राइब कर दो और नीचे इंस्टाग्राम का मैंने लिंक दिया हुआ है, उसे भी फॉलो कर लो। चैप्टर 1 द हीरो एंड द प्रिंसेस। आज हम कुछ अच्छी चॉइसेस लेंगे। आज हम कुछ अच्छी चॉइसेस लेंगे ताकि इस गेम की हैप्पी एंडिंग हो सके। You consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people. But surely you're not one of those, right?
कोई नहीं यार, दुनिया ने एक न एक दिन ख़त्म हो ही जाना है। ऐसे ही ख़त्म हो जाए तो क्या है जा रहा है। What if अगर मैं कहूँ कि नहीं मैं नहीं कर रहा, turn around and leave, भाई मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ।
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes. Yes. भाई नहीं कर रहे हम।
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Yeah?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Nah, bhai, turn back again and leave again,
You're
bhai.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
घंटा फर्क नहीं पड़ता भाई, खत्म हो जाए दुनिया।
Your silence is deafening.
Yes.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Thank you.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
क्या सच में? I have to go to the cabin though. Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I found a way out of this place.
There's
Yes.
always a choice.
वही पीछे भागता
Let me
रहे,
tell you
कोई ना
right
कोई
now
रास्ता
that
निकलेगा।
You're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता यार, दुनिया
And
बेशक
here
जाए।
we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh,
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your
इतने
surroundings, you
1 2
start to
3
realize
4
that those flickers
कितने कैबिन
weren't
है?
just a trick of light.
ओ
In
भाई
every
ये रिपीट हो रहे हैं।
direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin.
Oh,
An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
यार ये गेम बहुत अनोइंग कर रही है,
Wait.
मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है।
What's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
भाई इतने सारे कैबिन है, इन सब में एक एक प्रिंसेस होगी हैं? सब में एक एक प्रिंसेस होगी, क्या बात है।
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The Stranger, Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're
पता है
here to...
भाई।
s-
Wait, hasn't this already happened? Yes.
It hasn't. Or
क्या-
if it
क्या
has,
बात कर
I
रहा है?
certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
पागल हो गया है, अभी तो हमें तुझे मिला है, कितना भुलक्कड़ है ये नरेटर, कितना गुस्सा दिला रहा
If he
है.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
दिन खराब
If by
करेगा तो
ruining
हमारा.
my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet.
Oh,
And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. चल यार, इसकी बात मान लेते हैं.
A warning.
वो दीवारें हैं आसपास.
She will lie. She will cheat.
Oh,
If we're
पता है,
stuck going in
झूठ
there,
बोलेगी सब.
maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Hmm.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed into the cabin. चल भाई.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
Hmm.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there.
एक मिनट, पहले सेव करो गेम को. हाँ, यहाँ पे चॉइस हमने लेनी है.
Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Take the blade. चल यार.
You
घुस जा.
take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. You really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade.
Oh, grip change हो गई भाई.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Isn't this so much better?
Yes.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Enter the basement. चल भाई.
The door to the basement
Oh,
creaks open,
इतनी
revealing a
सीढ़ियाँ.
web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. The closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from... If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
सच में.
Her voice, a disquieting collage
हम
of
क्या
tone
उसके
and
साथ एहसान
personality
करेंगे
drags
मार
up
के?
the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh,
No.
अजीब
thank
sound हो गई
you.
है.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Baby.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap.
क्या
Like
डरपोक है.
whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the center stair, take the soft stairs to the right, take the hard stair to the left. एक मिनट, सेव करो भाई. राइट में जाते हैं भाई, सज्जे
Step
आते
to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs upward, the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all.
ओह,
Soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
गद्दे की तरह नरम होगी सीढ़ियाँ.
Softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow
Oh, तेरी
going.
क्या गार
You
बन
manage to
गई
fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
फूल है
You
अभी
slowly
क्या?
lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears. You can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
क्या हो रहा है? सारी drawings.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. At the heart of
Are you okay?
Princess, इतना अंधेरा क्यों हो रहा है भाई? लाइट जलाओ.
what the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The
हमारे
princess,
player भी सब कुछ भूल
eyes
गया.
bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
You're apparently a threat to the world. I sent to slay you.
But I don't want to hurt anyone.
नहीं
I
रहो.
like the world,
Yeah.
I think. You don't think I'm some sort of monster, do you?
दिख तो नहीं रहा लेकिन तू खतरनाक हो जाती है बाद में.
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess speaks again,
ये
it's
क्या?
almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prior. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan.
Oh, boy.
Let's see if we can make even more of her.
क्या भाई कैसा आदमी है ये? There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
ओ भाई hallucinations हो रही हैं.
Fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
क्या?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You would always start by stabbing her. Which her?
Which her? भाई तीन है यार.
Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I'm getting you out to try to free her. कौन सी वाली को? दरमियान वाली को? ये क्या? If I let you go, what do you...
Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer?
Truth or right answer, इनमें क्या फर्क है भाई?
What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person? I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that.
Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
भाई एक जवाब दो सारे.
We need to get out of here.
और चुप कर. Hands. Leave her in the basement. Slay her. क्या भाई तीनों ऑप्शन एक साथ ही. Try to free her. Leave her in the basement. Slay the princess. क्या भाई?
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step
good.
forward. Your foot
एक
lands.
दो तीन
As it
चार
lands,
पाँच.
you can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
क्या चल रहा है?
Just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
दुनिया खत्म होने वाली है भाई.
We can't...
और क्या ब्लैक होल में घुस रही है? Specification.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit.
ओ भाई मुंह देख इसका क्या बुड्ढी औरत.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as
ये
nothing.
अंडा मिक्स हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है?
Excruciating. Luckily for nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
वो
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage
सामने है
this,
भाई.
were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others,
They just don't fit.
they just don't fit भाई क्या.
we can
ओ
feel them
भाई
moving
क्या
around
खिचड़ी बन
spaces
गई
they
है.
don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
कितना घटिया लग रही
Did you
है.
do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
कैसे भाई?
We should help her. I think
तरस आ रहा
we
है.
did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
ओ भाई अब तो ये हाथ जोड़ रही है. Say nothing. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. I'll do my best. चल भाई. ओ ले फिर गायब हो गई है. But you don't know if she had the change to hear your reply. She's gone. Replace with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a...
Approach the
Begging you,
mirror.
don't do this.
कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है भाई और.
This
You approach the
doesn't
mirror.
feel... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that.
The voice feels small, distant as you approach. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach the forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what is. It's you. वो भाई क्या.
Something finds me.
अच्छा अब हम कुछ डिफरेंट चॉइसेस लेंगे. सेव करो भाई यहाँ पे पहले. What if अगर हम उसे बचाने की कोशिश करें प्रिंसेस को, क्या होगा?
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
ओ भाई वॉइस चेंज होगी इसकी, अजीब.
It's hypnotizing. Just don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save
How
you.
many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
भाग देखते हैं क्या.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
Examine the chain. भाई narrator तू बोलता रहे, हम तो इसकी मदद करते हैं, देखते हैं.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
ओ भाई अपनी बकवास बंद रख.
No, you're doing the right thing.
हीरो भाई लगा हुआ है, हमारी साइड है.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
ना भाई कोई नहीं है
Maybe
हमारे
it's
पास.
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
चल भाई पीछे जा देखते हैं क्या.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
क्या?
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
वो कौन है बाहर?
Is someone else here?
हाँ.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
वो खोल भाई.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
वो कैसे, मैं तो लेडी नहीं अंदर लाया.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm not in a mess भाई. दया दरवाजा तोड़. हम वो डायलॉग बस बोलेंगे, दया आएगा दरवाजा तोड़ेगा.
दया दरवाजा तोड़.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
हाँ भाई
There's
तेरे
a
साथ हम भी
slight
कह
panic
दोगे.
rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh, we
hesitates
are
before
going.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
भाई कैसे भेड़िए की तरह खा
As she
रही है.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the
Oh.
blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
किसने फेंका? भाई कोई तो है बाहर जो हमें हमारा पीछा कर रहा है.
Or we could use it to free her.
सच में.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine.
वो भी तंग आ गया हमसे.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
वो कैसे इसके लंबे लंबे नाखून और ये बाल इसके पर लगे हैं इसके
Cut
हाथों में.
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy
खतरनाक.
chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
क्या कह सकते हैं भाई, इतनी बहादुर है, थोड़ी सी आवाज भी नहीं निकली इसकी.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
तू दरवाजा तोड़ेगी? तू दया की बहन तो नहीं है?
टूटा हुआ सांस हूँ मैं, खुद से ही नाराज हूँ मैं।
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
क्या कर लेगा? तू क्या कर
As the
लेगा?
princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
क्या तू भी कोई जिन है? हमारे जिस्म पे हमला कर रहा है तू भी?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
नहीं भाई, क्या तू कहानी चेंज कर सकता है?
What are you doing?
ओ भाई, slay the princess, slay the princess. Warner, भाई हट जा.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back.
Oh, bhai,
against the
dodge
wall
bhi
before
maar
the
rahi hai
blade
ye.
has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
कैसे? फिर slay the princess इतने सारे. Resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She
pakad
nervously
liya
reaches
bhai.
towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
ओ भाई यही कर रही है जो कर रही है. फेंक दे इसे अब. जान दे. अब दरवाजा तोड़ के बाहर निकलते हैं. दया को बुलाते हैं.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
हाँ, जल्दी दरवाजा तोड़.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh
no.
no! I'm so sorry.
ओ तुझे दरवाजा तोड़ने को बोला है.
Stay
तो हमें मार रही है.
strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again. And you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
ओ भाई यार, ये कितना ग्राफिक हो रहा है.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use it.
कैसे मार रही है? इसे पता ही नहीं है छुरी कैसे चलानी है.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, it can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from
रो
you.
रही है ये तो.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
ला मर गया. The damsel.
You're on a path. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. No, she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
नोटी हो रहा के बहन के लाए हैं.
शायर है भाई बंदा ये तो.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Do you hear that? She said we're dashing.
वही डैशिंग हीरो.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
She killed us.
Only
Is
because
he
he
named
made
her?
us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets.
Yes.
You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity
बंद करो यार,
now.
मुंह
We
बचाओ
never
उसे।
saw. Are you listening?
बचाओ उसे। Rescue the princess, yes.
What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be,
चुप करो, बचाओ उसे।
you approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her buttons.
भाई चूड़ियों की तरह
Shouldn't
निकल
have
आए।
worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be
इसका दिल खराब हो रहा है।
saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
ओ भाई बोला ये बंदा पोइटर है।
What do we do now?
What do you want
Let
to
me
do?
guess.
क्या करना है?
End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
If you want to leave, then
That
let's leave.
sounds perfect.
चल भाग यहाँ से।
The princess takes your hand, the
छोरी
last
को भगा
hopes
के ले
of the
जा रहा है।
entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
ये प्यार में अंधा हो रहा
Princess
है।
walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh.
Oh.
She's smiling at you.
इसका दिल खराब हो
Doesn't
रहा
have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
है। और फिर इसे कौन बंद कर गया?
That's a familiar move.
दया दरवाजा तोड़।
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course
You
would
just met her.
understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Open the door by yourself.
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
लात मार एक।
And
खुल गया।
clicks.
खुल गया,
The
खुल गया।
door creaks open. Are you kidding? Ah, I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay
पागल
her
हो गया।
before it's too late.
पागल हो गए, हम इसे बचा रहे हैं। वो कहेगी बेवफा बेवफा। Take the blade and slay the princess. You're not doing that. भाई नहीं कर रहे हैं हम
Enjoying
अभी।
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I hate you too. चल दफा हो जाए यहाँ से.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step out.
आजादी.
A happy ending at last.
Yes.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
फिर से
Where
शुरू हो
did
गया.
he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
इसकी आंखों में ही डूब गया तू.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
क्या तूने कभी खुशी नहीं महसूस की?
Sorry.
Oh, quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
छुपा ले भाई अपने परों में से. पर निकले हैं से ये. वीडियो को यहीं पे एंड करता हूँ. अगली दफ़ा हैप्पी एंडिंग आएगी. अगली दफ़ा हैप्पी एंडिंग होगी. आई प्रॉमिस. वीडियो को लाइक कर दो, शेयर कर दो और चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर दो. तब तक के लिए गुड बाय.